Hi, it's Marie-Helene with Wisdom and Power Now, with a collective reading from today, which is July the 13th, right through to next Saturday, which is July the 19th. Now, one of the things that's happening this week astrologically is that Mercury is going retrograde on the 17th of July, and it will be retrograde until about August the 11th, I believe. So in this time period with Mercury retrograde, it's a good time to revisit the past, complete projects from the past, and just get a bunch of stuff done. There may be some delays, or maybe some communication issues, there may be some breakdowns in relation to communication tools, but really Mercury retrograde is a time to complete things that are going on. It's not a great time to start new projects, but it is a good time to complete what's on the table already. Also in this time period, you may find that many people from your past show up, or some people from your past show up. It could be old friends, old acquaintances, previous lovers, previous husbands, whatever it might be, previous wives. So just keep that in mind as well, that it is a time when people from the past can sort of show up in our lives again. So this week I'm using a tarot deck called Insight Tarot, and the cards that came up are, first of all, the Ten of Pentacles came up. So the Ten of Pentacles is a card that basically says, hey, you know, I'm really doing well here. I'm satisfied with my life. I have everything that I want and desire. Things are working well for me in terms of my career and in my personal life. It's a card of great satisfaction, great abundance, great material kinds of abundance, if you will. So a card of great satisfaction, the Ten of Pentacles. Then, this is where it gets a little interesting, because then the Eight of Swords shows up. Now the Eight of Swords is all about feeling trapped or confined, and it's constructs that exist, that we've created, that exist in our mind. So we can get over these pretty easily, but we do need to take a moment to stop and look at or feel what we feel is, is constricting us, what we feel is holding us back. So the Eight of Swords is just a good card to remind us that the constraints that we're feeling have been put in place by ourselves, by each of us individually, and we can then take the steps to remove those constraints and move forward. So it's not a card of, oh my gosh, things are going horribly. It's more of a card of, where have I put on the brakes when I didn't necessarily want to? So that's the Eight of Swords. And the last card that came up was the Seven of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups is often about kind of dreamy illusions. What do I choose? Where do I go? What do I do? It's a card of escapism in some ways. The other part of it is that it also can be a card that says you've got many options, so you don't necessarily have to settle for what is showing up around you. So again, Seven of Cups. So which is it for you? Is it a card of illusion, or is it a card of too many options? Whichever way it is, you can straighten that process out or make that process simpler by focusing on what you really want and spending the time and attention in that area, as opposed to being overwhelmed with all of the areas in your life that you feel you could be chasing after or doing things instead of. So be careful of the illusion or the deception, and be careful of the being overwhelmed by the too many choices. Just appreciate the choices. You can get focused with the Seven of Cups and say, I'm going in this direction, and stay true to that. All right? The next, the Oracle card that I chose for this week, I chose the deck, the Divine Circus Oracle, and the card that showed up is Alice. Now, Alice is an interesting card to get in a reading, because Alice basically says, don't settle for the mundane. Do something different. Transport yourself into another reality. Do something that's out of the ordinary for yourself. Take a trip, do something different, take a dance class, go play a sport that you haven't played. Just put yourself out of your comfort zone for a while and then see what happens. So it's really what Alice is saying. It's time to explore something that's out of the ordinary for you, out of the box. And that will give you actually great satisfaction and great accomplishment to do that. So again, it's Alice number 12, and it's from the Divine Circus Oracle. Now, if you like this video, please subscribe. I would love to hear from you. All of the contact details are in the box below, and I'll see you all next week. Thanks, and bye for now.